Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go over 5 ways you can have a debt-free Christmas. Christmas does not need to be a time where you get into debt and go around buying loads of things. Number 1, which I do feel is probably the most important because it's a shift of mentality. Change the way you view Christmas. If Christmas for you is a time where you feel like you need to buy everyone very fancy gifts, almost show off, or you find it very stressful and you have a certain amount of money that you feel like you should spend on someone. If you feel like Christmas is about materialistic things and that you must have this, you must give that, you expect to get a lot of gifts as well as you are expected to give a lot of gifts, I would encourage you to change what Christmas means to you. This to me, I feel is the biggest bit of advice I could give someone. If you must have a consumeristic Christmas, then if you try and shift that to learn to be content with less, learn for your Christmases to be a time of sharing and being together and spending time together. Try to change what Christmas looks like to you and your family. Christmas is a time, I feel, to slow down rather than, as the media portrays it, speed up and buy more and consume more and just do more. Be content with yourself, be content with what Christmas means to you, and be content with just having less. Less tends to mean more mental capacity and more time to relax. So that is my number 1 tip, and I do feel like it is the most important. If you are going to take a tip from these, is just change your view for Christmas. That is going to do the biggest amount when preventing you to go into debt, because you're immediately stopping the debt accumulation at the source by changing what that means. That goes along with my number 2, which is talk to friends and family about doing secret Santas or having a gift-free Christmas. If you do want to exchange gifts, have it so that everything must be homemade or under a certain amount of money. If you talk to all the people that you normally exchange gifts with and say that you are trying to change what your Christmases look like, every single year, my husband's side of the family, we always do a secret Santa. We use a website called Elfster. You put all of the names into there and you tell them which ones can't get who. So we make sure that I can't get Joel and Joel can't get me and all the other couples. And it sends you in an email a name for you to buy for. We agree as a family that the budget is £20. You cannot spend more than £20. And you only buy the one gift rather than gifts for everyone. It can be a really personalised gift. So secret Santas, or agree to just make homemade gifts, or agree just to not do gifts at all. They are really going to help prevent you going into debt, because again, you're not immediately having to run around and buy loads of gifts. But after doing step 1 and step 2, changing your mentality and agreeing to try and do like secret Santas, number 3 is create a budget. And I don't mean create a budget a week before Christmas. I'm saying create your Christmas budget in January. When January comes, reflect back on the previous Christmas. If you're happy with the amount of stuff you bought or the amount of things you did as a family and activities, Christmas games and gifts and experiences, figure out how much that all costs you. All of the food, if you hosted or if you bought food, and break down how much that costs. And either A, if you feel like you need to rein that in, then figure out where you can cut costs. But B, if you quite liked it, figure out if you were to save that money throughout the year, figure out how much that would be per month. Oh, let's say for the whole Christmas period, for gifts, food, activities, whatever, this could be as much as £20 or as much as thousands of pounds. Everyone's budget is going to be different. See if it costs you, let's say £600. £600 divided by the 12 months of the year is £50. Then look at your budget and see if you can afford to spare £50 a month that you put away, so that when it does come to Christmas time, it's not a huge shock to you and you've got the money there. I would say always create a budget for Christmas in January. If you cannot afford the monthly cost of £50 a month, then you need to reflect on your Christmas budget and go, right, you cannot afford that, or you need to cut costs somewhere else if you still want the same Christmases. But again, this is up to you to figure out your budget. If you've never really budgeted before, just in general, I have got a video that I'll link above, which is what I would encourage you to do if you are new to budgeting. My number 4 goes hand in hand with my number 3, which is plan and organize what you want to spend on what individuals. Write a list of all the people that you need to buy for, and I mean everyone. If it is just your immediate family, then great, do that. But if you also do gifts for teachers, if your kids go to school and you do teacher gifts, or if you do work secret Santas, or every single person that you or someone in your household buys a present for, write down every single person. Then divide up how much you want to spend on them people. Figure out exactly how much you want to spend on what people and start getting ideas for gifts from January time. If you know exactly how much you want to spend on people, that means you have a whole year to be shopping for that person. It means you have a whole year to find the best prices, to find the best times of year to buy the gifts that you want to buy them, to find the exact right gift. By not leaving it last minute, I'm not running around and desperately trying to find gifts. I've left enough time to find the best price for things, to use cashback apps and have enough time for things to be delivered, to find things secondhand, or to make gifts. If you need some gift ideas, I have got a video that I will link up above as well that is 50 free and cheap Christmas gift ideas. The earlier you start your Christmas shopping, the less stress you are going to have in a small amount of time. You can divide it up throughout the year. You can really take your time. It means that you're going to stick to your budget because you've known for a whole year how much you want to spend on someone, and you've been keeping an eye on the prices. And you can keep an eye on, if you use Top Cashback or any other cashback apps, when is the best time to use that to get the cashback. You can also see when them things go on sale. Never pay full price for an item. That is my biggest advice for Christmas shopping, is the earlier you start, the less likely you are to have to pay full price. The longer you have, the more you get to think about these things, the more personalized gifts can be, and the more money you can save. My last tip to try and have a debt-free Christmas is change your traditions. If you have quite expensive traditions, then this is the time to switch them up. If you cannot afford to do all of this expensive Christmas activities, as well as the Christmas shopping, as well as the Christmas food, like there's a lot of things that are expected of us around the Christmas time. Change up your expensive Christmas activities for free or very cheap ones. Every single year, we make our own gingerbread men and gingerbread houses that the kids decorate. If you would like to know the recipe that I use, I will link up above and down below for our gingerbread recipe. We make our own Christmas decorations. We go for walks. You can actually do walks and trails for free. And just look at the Christmas lights. And when your kids are young, they really like that. I mean, I'm 28, nearly 29, and I still love that. So it's not just for when we're young. You can have a bring and share games night. I always am a very big advocate for bring and share activities in the homes. You all bring a little bit of food and you can have games night, movie nights. There are so many ways that you can have a much cheaper Christmas but still having so many fun activities. A lot of my gift ideas that I've given in my gift idea video, a lot of them are homemade. So your traditions can be making all of these amazing gifts together as a family. Like if you wanted to make fudge, it's a thing that you can do with your kids. And as long as you are spending time as a family, your kids are gonna enjoy it. It might be a bit of a shock to their system if they are used to all of these very extravagant outings. Once you make it fun and they realize that doing these things is gonna be fun as long as you're together, they will soon come around. Look for free Christmas traditions in your area, Christmas activities. If you have local Facebook pages, you will be surprised at the amount of free or very cheap Christmas activities are in your area, held at your local schools, pubs, community centres, libraries. There are always so many Christmas activities that are pretty much free. It's a bit of a quick video today. I hope this helps you, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try and get to them. If you don't know, I'm a homeschooling mama. My full-time job is homeschooling my children and keeping this house running. I don't have a huge amount of flexible time and time to make these videos. In the new year, there is a chance that I might not be able to stick to my video release every single Monday because I just don't have the time. This is a little heads up. Let me know what videos you would like to see, but they might take a long time for me to get around to making them. And there is a chance that after Christmas, after the new year, my videos might become more infrequent because I just don't have the time. It takes a lot of time to film, to find time without the children. I don't have much. To film and edit and upload these videos. It takes a lot of time. Since I've started doing this channel, I have a lot more empathy for YouTubers now when I realise how much time it takes to come up with concepts, make and write and do all the video and planning. But anyway, I hope you liked this content. I hope it was helpful to you. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to my channel where I have loads more frugal tips. I will see you in my next video, friends. Goodbye and Merry Christmas.